Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Welcome in and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I want to give a big shout out to the Philadelphia Eagles. Congratulations. Congratulations to the Eagles and all the Eagles fans. Congratulations to Jalen Hurts. And Nick, Coach Nick, congratulations. Congratulations to all the defensive players, all the coordinators, all the coaches, all the offensive players, special teams, all the water girls and water boys and cheerleaders, the whole city of Philadelphia, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Congratulations on the big W, man. You did it. Even though I didn't quite have faith in y'all, I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought the Kansas City Chiefs was going to win, but I'm glad that y'all won. Shouts out to Philly, man. You know, I said I had my brain and my heart was split, and I went with my brain because I thought that was more logical, but I was wrong, shouting. And I'm glad I was wrong because I did not want the Kansas City Chiefs to win another Super Bowl, doggone it. But hey, man, shouts out to y'all. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, it's a lot of controversy going on around the Super Bowl halftime show. So I'm going to go ahead and cover it today. I got a couple of videos of a couple people's different perspectives and views that I want to go over first and foremost. I have my own thoughts on it, but I've collected a couple of different posts, some data, you know, listen to people talk about what happened, different people's views and perspectives. So I just want to give y'all my perspective on it, break down some of the symbolism, some of the songs, some of the lyrics, stuff like that, some of the stuff that was going on with Samuel Jackson, Uncle Sam and whatnot. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get right into the content. So first we have Rayon Artez, RAEONRTEZ on TikTok. Go ahead and follow my man. I'm not a follower of his. He just came across my FYP page, and I thought he had some very insightful thoughts on the Super Bowl halftime performance. So let's listen to what bro got to say.
Kendrick Lamar halftime show was a big display on how America
hold on. I forgot to do my mic check. Okay, so
I am so disappointed with our people, and it's not even
technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. It happens, but I only got 2 videos to go over, so it's all gravy, baby. Okay, let's see what Rayon Artez has to say.
Black people having Samuel Jackson play Uncle Sam, which is pretty much the same character he played in Django, Steven, as the narrator of the entire Super Bowl halftime show. Kendrick comes out performing the intro track to GNA, and Uncle Sam hops on screen saying, "No, too loud, too reckless, too ghetto." And the very next track that Kendrick performs is Humble. Sit down, be humble. But then he switches to DNA. I got loyalty, I got royalty inside my DNA. I'm tired of being humble. I know who I am. I know who my people are. Then he transitions to Euphoria, and I was like, Euphoria, the diss track, what's the relevance to this? But it's the part of Euphoria that he performed. Have you ever played? Have you ever? Okay, nigga, let's play. Have you ever walked your enemy down like with a poker face? You're playing the game, but the enemy think you're playing by their rules. Then he goes into Man at the Garden, under a streetlight, white tees, gold grills, and he's talking about everything he feels like he deserved. I deserve it all. And Uncle Sam walks up and say, "Oh, you got your homeboys with you. You think you deserve?"
You know what's funny? His Samuel L. Jackson impersonation is on point. For real, he actually kind of sound like dude.
Deserve all this. You think you supposed to get more than, oh, you got your homeboys with you. You think you deserve all this.
Right.
You think you supposed to get more than what we give you. Now we go deduct one life. So when Kendrick and SZA perform Luther and all the stars, Uncle Sam is like, yeah, this is what we want. Something calm. Something very easily digestible. This is what you need to do. Be quiet. Don't cause too much ruckus. Just play the game the way we designed it for you to play. And Kendrick Lamar throughout this whole thing is pretty much saying, I'm not going to confine to your rules. I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want to do, especially when somebody likes to sue. Uncle Sam is pretty much telling him, you almost at the finish line. Don't mess this up. And then he performs Not Like Us anyway. Say, Drake. the revolution will be televised. You picked the right time, but the wrong guy.
Right.
Meaning you picked the wrong president, but at the same time, it's meaning you picked somebody to perform the Super Bowl that you thought you could control. Nah. This is definitely my favorite Super Bowl performance ever.
Okay. I can respect that. So next video, I don't know why the video was delayed with the vocals. I don't know if that was his video or mine. Anyway, next video.
I am so disappointed with our people. And it's not even that I'm an extra woke person, because I'm not extra woke. I'm just a little bit of woke. And it's not even that I'm a Kendrick Lamar fan, diehard fan, because I'm not. I just enjoy his music because his music gives me the ability to think. His music makes me have to.
Excuse me. For those who don't know, this is Chevy Caprice with 2 V's on TikTok.
Be like, I wonder. Oh. It's like y'all don't like that. So mad I gotta go to work because there's so much to be said, but I'm gonna hurry up and try to squeeze it in. It's like y'all would have rather much seen Lil Wayne up there disrespecting women by his lyrics to his songs with his lean in his cup and his 3 dreads in his head. Kendrick Lamar literally, before he started, said y'all picked the right guy, but the wrong time. He literally got up there to represent us in so many different ways for Black History Month, and all y'all could say is that was whack, that sucked, that was the worst halftime show ever. What? Man, if you don't go rewatch that halftime show.
See, you brought your homeboys with you. The old culture.
Sorry, I got to fast forward this copyright.
And everything we do, watching over us, scrutinizing us, criticizing us, making sure that we play by their rules. And when he was sitting up watching them all outside and just lounging around like we do as Black people, oh, y'all out here just being ghetto, being loud, scorekeeper, deduct 1 life, whatever that might mean. That could either mean getting killed by the police, that could also mean just going to jail. We don't know. That's just one of the main messages. The flag was obviously all Black people. The blue obviously stood for Crips. The red obviously stood for Bloods. But eventually, the flag was divided, which is what we obviously as Black people are. Y'all couldn't even respect a performance in Black History Month that was for us.
And another thing is, too, what a lot of people don't know is the American flag was actually sewn together by a Black woman. Like, our blood and DNA is all throughout history of America.
And I swear, my mind goes so deep, I'm gonna tell y'all, I don't even think Kendrick Lamar was performing They Not Like Us for Drake. Obviously, he was going to perform that song because that is the song that everybody wanted to.
Yeah, but that song is not just, that song is aimed at a whole culture of vultures, a whole, a whole society of culture vultures, excuse me. And colonizers. You know, that song has a lot of different angles to it.
Here. So he was going to do his job and perform the song. However, they not like us. They're not like us. I don't believe that it was for Drake personally. I believe that Grin was him being on that huge stage amongst all the white people.
No, it was definitely for Drake too. I mean, maybe not directly just at Drake, but it was definitely for Drake. Like, yeah, homie, this where I'm at, shawty. What you got going on?
Amongst the presidential, the politics, the Uncle Sams, they not like us. But that went over your head as well.
But that is true what she's saying. It wasn't just for Drake, but it was like I'm not going to pull Drake up out of there like, oh, this wasn't for you. No, it was aimed at him. But like I said, it has a lot of deeper meanings to it besides just the diss track towards Drake.
Well, y'all thought this man was just up there to just disrespect Drake. Y'all paid attention to all of the negative things within the performance. Hence the reason why y'all didn't understand it and said it was whack. Then y'all have people showing.
And the thing about it is too, like, in the day and age that we live in, people love negativity, man. Positivity doesn't necessarily sell very well. You know, it's not what's in. It's all about negativity, destruction of self, and, self-harm and things that you can do to tear yourself down and your people down. That's what people like to see. Why you think Bad Girls Club and Hip Hop Club and Loving Hip Hop and all that junk is so popular? It's a bunch of negative stuff, and people will tune into it for hours at a time.
The crowd like, look, no one's enjoying the halftime show. Half the people at the halftime show is not like us. Of course they're not going to enjoy it, you guys. It was for us to enjoy. But yet, y'all still failed. We failed because they gave Kendrick the opportunity to represent us and try to put a message out there for us. And the only thing y'all did was disrespect the man that was sent to do the job.
Yep.
Y'all can't stick together if your lives depended on it. That's embarrassing. Even if you didn't like it, you should act like you liked it.
You really about to do it? 40 acres in the mule. This is bigger.
And this is what I was telling people. It's about the message. And this is what I want to talk about too when it comes to Drake and the song A minor. I pointed this out as soon as I see it. I said, this man got the A minor chain on. Okay, so the reference and the breakdown with that is he says some probably A minor. He was talking about Drake liking young women. And so he was using A minor as a double entendre referring to the chord, you know what I mean, or the note of the of what he was talking about. And he's also wearing a lowercase a, which is an A minor. A lowercase a. This was so calculated. So in the song Not Like Us, he has a verse where he says A minor, and that's referring to Drake liking minors.
Music.
It literally said, you really about to do it? 40 acres in the mule. This is bigger than the music. How did y'all miss that? That wasn't just to Drake, you guys. It was just... I know Harriet Tubman and Rosa Parks and Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, all these people that just did so much to pave the way for us. They are so embarrassed of us. They're so embarrassed of us. I promise you, y'all missed it because y'all wanted to see entertainment. And I understand that a lot of y'all would rather be entertained than educated. Hence the reason he said, turn off the TV. Turn off the TV so that you can be in reality.
Turn the TV off.
So that you can learn and look and be aware of what's going on around y'all. But y'all don't care about that. As long as somebody's up there twerking, disrespecting women, talking about killing each other, that's all y'all care about. That's all y'all wanted to see. And because he did not give y'all that, y'all said it was whack. And
yeah, why you think they love the Kamala Harris rally so much? Because all they was doing was twerking and doing all types of debauchery on stage. They loved that though.
It was like so brilliant. It was brilliant. Y'all wanted that performance to be solely about Drake so bad, talking about A minor, when that literally was the minorest part of the entire performance. That man was making a performance about the United States of America and where we play our part in it. And all y'all wanted to see and hear, and the only part that caught everybody's attention was A minor. Like, I don't get it. Y'all are so simple-minded, man.
When he called him a P5,
not to
that was
mention,
it.
Uncle Sam had on red, white, and blue. And then the people that was on the stage dancing that put together the flag had on prison outfits. But instead of orange, they was red, white, and blue. I need us to find it in our hearts to stop disrespecting what Kendrick Lamar just did. Kendrick Lamar literally reeled the world in, knowing that y'all thought and wanted to see him disrespect.
Okay, so I pulled up the lyrics so I can get it correct. After he said, wop, dot F him up, wop, I'ma do my stuff. And he said, why you trolling like a bee? Ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord, and it's probably A minor. So that was him getting at Drake for liking young girls, man. Like, if you think about the lyrics and what he was saying you like young chicks under the age of 18, you like minors. So he said, you probably struck a chord or trying to strike a chord, and it's probably A minor. Like, I know that hit him in the chest, shout.
Respect Drake, but instead he brought a way bigger point. Can we please wake up today and go rewatch it so that we can gain and give this man the respect that he deserves? Because it's either you get it or you don't, and you don't even gotta get it. His performance was not for you to like, to bounce to. It wasn't entertainment. It wasn't Sexy Red. It wasn't.
Now, I disagree with her with that because me and my son was vibing to it. We had a great time. We was dancing and bopping our head and listening at the same time, and that's what dope hip hop is, man. It ain't just about twerking. It's about the lyricism, the beats, the performance, the energy, everything. It's not just about twerking and debauchery. So I disagree with her on that point. We was having a great time.
Got this drink in my cup. It wasn't none of that. It is Black History Month, man. Y'all have got to go back, watch it, and find it in y'all hearts to respect this black man who literally just played in these white people's face like this. I promise you, he ate with it real bad. Kendrick Lamar really dissed Drake in front of millions of people, in front of the whole world. No, Kendrick Lamar literally dissed the world in front of the world. For us. It's like y'all be going so far out y'all way to try to embarrass your own kind and just try to belittle, down talk, disrespect your own kind. Y'all want to just make all these videos trying to show how silent it was and how whack this halftime show is. And it's like, it's sad, it's embarrassing, it's Black History Month. And you would have thought that even if we didn't care for it, that we would act like we cared in front of it because we in front of company. And then we would have just amongst ourselves, I don't know, man, Ken could have came along. But he came so hard, man. If you get it, you get it. And if you don't, you don't. Some of y'all only know how to count to 10 by ones.
Okay, so
now you can't criticize Drake for doing the same thing. If Drake is the bubblegum candy corporate rapper, and the second you get, everybody loves to criticize people for opportunities they don't have. Now that you have the opportunity to prove,
this is previous, before the Super Bowl. So what I'm gonna say is that performance was also to show the divide from the people who are woke and understand what's going on and can pay attention to what's going on and can receive a message and decode messages while they're right in front of your face, versus people who are asleep and just want to be entertained and have fun and go along with the program and go along to get along. They're not rebellious. They don't fight. You know what I mean? They ain't got none of that up in them. You know what I mean? They just they're the followers, they're the sheep. You know what I mean? The people who are asleep, who are not awoke, they're not aware. They are sleeping to the propaganda that's going on right in front of their face, and they're easily programmed. And that's why they don't want Kendrick on that stage. Those type of people, they just want to be entertained. Yeah, I like Lil Wayne too, but I know the difference between conscious rappers and non-conscious rappers. You know what I'm saying? I know the difference between bubblegum hip hop, bubblegum poppy music, and substance music that means something, that actually like is more so like I don't want to say life-changing music, but it's impactful. It has substance. It means something. It's not just say anything or say nothing and just have a good old time. We just running off at the mouth using a whole bunch of and I mean, whatchamacallits, just to get through the music. And I mean, metaphorical music and stuff that don't really mean anything. You know, music that'll make you think, music that's deep, music that has a deeper meaning to it. And that's the difference. That's the point. That's one of the points of the performance by Kendrick, was to wake people up and to cater to the audience of people who are woke, who can read symbolism, who can read between the lines and see what's going on, who can understand the message and receive the message and digest it, versus, you know, other rap artists who are famous and popular who don't have any type of real message in their music. It's just a bunch of metaphors and a bunch of jewelry talk and a bunch of how much drugs they take and how many ops they pop. You know what I mean? And just a bunch of goofy stuff that's tearing us down and keeping us in the system. And those are the things that he was pointing out in the whole choreography of the music and the people in the jumpsuits and American flags and people laying down, people standing up. You know what I mean? Talking about, oh, that's one man down, take one of them out. You feel me? Like all of that stuff Samuel Jackson was saying was like, he was talking as the head of Uncle Sam, like the people who control us, man, and tell us what to do and how to act and what we can and can't do and when we should move. Black people, we've only been looked at as good if we're entertainers or athletes. You know, and that's a very big problem because we're so much more than that. We are not a monolith. You know what I mean? We are so much more than that. We can be astronauts. We can be engineers. We can be tech people. You feel me? We can invent things. We can be businessmen. We can be lawyers. We can be firefighters. We can be doctors. We can be entrepreneurs. We can be cops. We can be teachers, you know what I mean? We can be community activists. We can be government officials. We can be judges. You know what I mean? We can be attorneys. We can do so many great things. We can work for the DEA. We can work for the school board. You know what I'm saying? We can own a dealership. You know what I mean? We can be a mechanic. We can be so many great things outside of just being actors, entertainers, rappers, athletes. We can do so many more things than that, man. You know, we have voices. We are passionate people, you know, and that's like the point of, I feel like that's what I got from it. Like, that's what the point of his performance was, to open our eyes up as black people for our culture, man. We are the coolest people on the planet, man. Everybody takes from us and wants to be us and mimic us until it's time to be us. You heard? So that's what I took from the performance. I loved it. I had a great time bopping to the music, you know what I mean? Listening to it, soaking it in, taking it in, seeing another black man on that stage right there doing what he do. And it wasn't no senseless rap. It was bars, it was metaphors, it was double entendres, it was great lyricism, it was passion, it was energy, it was felt. But if you're not part of the culture, then you won't understand. And that's okay, because maybe you're misinformed. Maybe you're just not informed, uninformed. You know what I'm saying? And maybe you just don't like Kendrick Lamar, and that's fine too. Music is subjective. It's not for everybody. You know, that's the beautiful thing about music, man. It's subjective. Some people like it, some people don't. It's not for everybody. Okay, so we're gonna get into this Charlemagne video. I don't know if these fools got copyright on that video. It's with this guy. I can't even think of dude name. Say it in the comments, man. If you down with me, I can't even think of bro name. Anyway, we're gonna play it.
You can't criticize Drake for doing the same thing. If Drake is the bubblegum candy corporate rapper, and the second you get, everybody loves to criticize people for opportunities they don't have. Now that you have the opportunity to prove you the indie real guy and you don't do it, soft.
We never saw back to back on a big stage.
Yeah.
We never saw Drake go anywhere and perform back to back on a big stage.
That's not true. He was running that shit and
never.
Yeah, he did the OVO Fest and he did it.
No, he had plenty. He could have performed it at the NBA All-Star game. He didn't do it. He gave a little shot.
He's gonna retire.
Listen,
that song wasn't as big as Not Like Us either, though. That was a hit, but it wasn't as big as Not Like Us.
Gave a little shot to Meek when he was talking to Kev, and he was just like, "Yeah, Philly's had a rough month or a rough year or some shit like that." But he didn't perform it. I just don't think you should do a diss record on a big stage like that.
Pepsi?
Stop bitching, man. Stop complaining, Shadow.
Show. If it's Pepsi show, that's fine, and Pepsi want to tell you what songs you're allowed to perform,
Kendrick,
that's totally fine.
You don't gotta listen.
You don't have to listen.
Andrew
You don't
Schultz,
have to listen.
I don't think he should do it. I'm consistent. Before the lawsuit, I said he should do the horns and the hook. I just wouldn't be up there mentioning all them other people during my time like that.
Play the whole song. He's gonna play the hook,
especially in an era. Now, mind you, it ain't even really most all about Drake. It's everybody else that he mentions in the record.
Yo, imagine I went to Abu Dhabi and I didn't make fun of them at all. People think, oh, you scared? Oh, no, it's not the same, but I'm saying, they'd be, oh, Schultz, you scared? You go to every other country, but when you go to that one where you could get arrested, now you pussy, you don't make fun of them. If they said that, I'd be like, man, you're right, you got a good criticism. I took the bag going over there, but then I didn't keep it consistent in what I do, 100%. So you either scared or you letting Pepsi tell you what songs you can or can't play, but either way, it's not authentic. That's the biggest song you've ever had on the biggest year you've ever had, and it's a slapper. He plays that shit, the whole place is gonna go fucking crazy.
Yeah, but he got.
And remember, this is before the Super Bowl. They had this conversation. Schultz, absolutely right. I gotta give it to him. He was absolutely on point, and that's exactly what happened. Them last two songs turned it up even more. It was already turned when SZA showed up. It was turned, but he's absolutely right.
But
Absolutely.
5, 6 other records that he can play that's gonna make me. I'm a Kendrick fan, so there's other records he can play that.
There's
like,
no
oh,
question.
shit.
He's a prolific artist. I'm not saying he's not a prolific artist with music that's phenomenal. I'm not saying that isn't the case. What I'm saying is that is by far the biggest song of his career, and this is his year, and he's doing it at the Super Bowl. If he doesn't do it, he either is scared or doing what Pepsi tells him or the NFL tells him.
Let's say.
Man, shouts out to Kendrick Lamar, man. Go ahead and give that man a round of applause, man. He did his thing. He showed up. He showed out for him, man. He deserves it, man. He been doing his thing all year, man. So let's go ahead and get some of these screenshots. So I completely agree with Schultz. I don't agree with Charlamagne. Okay, so these two right here are kind of similar. So I'm going to go ahead and read the one in black because the one in white only has one difference. So this halftime show was more than entertainment. It was a powerful statement filled with hidden messages. Samuel L. Jackson as Uncle Sam, playing the house slave role, just like he did in Django. Number 2, a warning to Kendrick. Jackson telling him to play the game white America expects, which he didn't do. Number 3, Squid Game stage, symbolizing the rich exploiting the poor. That's exactly what he did. Okay, number 4, red, white, and blue dancers representing the American flag. Notice what's missing? Number 5, prison yard stage. A reminder of mass incarceration as black performers harmonize. Number 6, protecting black women. A nod to Serena Williams after Drake's disrespect. Karma never misses. Number 7, they not like us. A message to Drake and America. Our culture is real. Number 8, call to action. The world is in crisis. Turn off the TV, organize, and unite. Number 9, game over. In the audience, a bold statement demanding change. Rewatch and pay attention. This was a wake-up call, not just a show. Wake up! Okay, so this other one over here on the left side, the white side, says a wrong way, a warning about the dangerous path of society society is heading down. Number 9, okay, game over. Okay, I already read that part. They're not like us. Okay. Yeah, so that was the only part. The message was clear, but not everyone was listening, and that's a fact. Jermaine Dupri giving a shout out to Kendrick. Dope performance. No backtrack, breath control, choreography, skits, straight up rap-ish. That's dope. Serena Williams. I did not crip like that at Wimbledon. I would have been fined. So if you remember, that was Serena. If you didn't catch that, that was Serena crip walking out there in the all blue. You know what I mean? She showed her face, showed up, and did her thing, did a 1-2 on him. A lot of people was criticizing, oh, didn't your sister get unalived by some Crips in Cali? Her sister was involved she got caught up in the middle of something. You know what I mean? She had nothing to do with what was going on. It was like she got hit by like a stray bullet or something like that and got unalived. Rest in peace to her sister. But y'all can stop with the antics, man. Hating on my sister. I seen somebody on YouTube saying Serena need to have several seats. Man, let that girl live, shawty. It's a black American woman, man. This is one of our GOATs, man. Serena the GOAT, shawty. Like, stop playing. She's the GOAT in tennis, bro. Like, come on. She like the most decorated tennis athlete in the whole entire society, man. Like, we can't take away from our women, man. Our sisters that rock the boat like that, shout. Like, our women that really took over on Jordan's status of their sport, bro. We gotta show them love, man. Like, yeah, she might have bleached her skin. Yeah, she got with a white man and got pregnant, but who cares? She's still our sister, man. And I love that woman, man. Let her do her thing, man. Stop hating on the girl, man. She don't need to have several seats. She's doing what she's supposed to do. Drake hated on her and dissed her, man. So that was big for her to come out there and crip walk on that man's face. You heard me? That was dope, man. I love to see that, man. Shouts out to Serena, cuz. Yeah, man. Stop hating on that sister right there. Maybe she did bleach her skin. You know what I mean? That woman probably traumatized for the things men said to her growing up, man, and coming up in the game, man. She was super thick, super strong, you know what I mean? Super defined and chiseled, athletic as hell. Like, come on, man. She been through a lot, shawty, and I ain't taking nothing away from her, man. Serena, we love you over here, baby. It's all gravy, baby. All right, we got Uncle Sam and Kendrick. Like, this was such a dope and powerful performance, man. We don't get them like this that often. So for all y'all hating, I'm just like, bro, wake up, man. Review the footage, man. Take time to understand what was going on, man. Like, this was big, man. Then he brought out SZA out there, man. And another thing about SZA is her and Drake supposedly, allegedly had a relationship while she was a young girl. Like, that was another diss at Drake, man. Y'all don't get it, man. Some of y'all just don't get it, man. This is what's going on, but it's the culture. Everybody's not involved in the culture. Everybody's not paying attention to the culture, so I'm not mad at you, because I don't pay so much attention to celebrities and keep up with their lives unless it's a celebrity that I enjoy their art or their work or whatever they got going on. Then I pay more attention, like Kendrick. I always liked Kendrick. I always respected Kendrick, you know, and he's within my age range. So out of people my age range, like under 40, above 33, you know what I'm saying, within that 5-year gap, 5-6 years, whatever, like those are the people that I kind of like pay attention to and listen to. Like, you know, about 40, I say from like 40 to 30, you feel me, within like that 10-year period. Those are the artists that I gravitate towards more so. Obviously the OGs, T.I., Jeezy, 50, you know what I mean? They're guys. Those guys are older though. You know what I mean? They're older than that age range. They're like my big bros. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I was just fire, man. Kendrick put on a show. This was a work of art, man. Like, the whole show was just a work of art, bro. Like, it was fire, bro. Everything about it was just fire. Like, look at this picture right here, man. Like, this picture just, man, it just speaks volumes. Like, this is a big deal. Like, y'all may not understand, but this was a big deal. This performance right here was a big deal, man. You know, it's lots of videos going around. I know I'm probably missing some things or whatever. It's lots of videos you can check into to get more detail than what I'm giving you, but I'm just giving you how I give it to you, man. Gotta give it to you raw, bro. And then the thing about it, he's wearing a Gloria shirt. I believe that's his mother's name. And the last name on it is either his mother or his grandmother. I'm not quite sure on that one. But he's wearing the coat that says Gloria on it. And that's dope. Red, blue, and white, the colors of America. Then he's wearing black because that's what he's representing, black people, man. The symbolism is to such fine details and everything he got going on. I'm sure his hat has symbolism on it that's shedding light on something, man. That's just the type of artist that Kendrick Lamar is. He gonna break it down. Okay, so we're gonna get into this part, the game over part. Okay, so this is what happened with this. So apparently, Drake is signed by Sony, and Sony is the people who's trying to sue the people who are playing Kendrick Lamar's music. He claimed that they were streaming his music or whatever to make it bigger than what it was, and so Drake is signed to Sony. So if you notice over here on this picture, hold on. Yeah, if you notice over. Where is it? Okay, there you go, right there. So if you notice over here on this picture they said is a picture of the PlayStation controller. And if you know who owns PlayStation, it's Sony, and that's who Drake is signed to. So this is another form of symbolism. This is another art display, a display of art. And then they said Serena was also crip walking in the X, which would be Drake's ex. Like, it just goes deep down the rabbit hole, man. So, and then at the end, he hit him with the game over. Just to let you know, like, bro, it's over with. Stop playing with me. Find somebody to play with, man. Yeah, man. So that's that's a chunk of what the symbolism and the lyrics we're talking about. It's so much more that I didn't cover and talk about that I could have talked about, but I ain't gonna hold y'all, man. I ain't gonna hold you up for too long. I just wanted to give you a piece of what I got from it and how I felt from it, man, and how I enjoyed it, how I received the messages and stuff like that, how I perceived the whole entire show. I thought it was dope, man. Like, outside of Dr. Dre, these have been my favorites. That was my favorite. I love that one. That was dope. Dre brought everybody out, man. That was hard. I love that show. But this one was fire too. And this is the first time a rapper has been a headliner of the NFL Super Bowl. This man is the first man to get a Grammy off of this song. And then he went and performed the song at the Super Bowl. This has never been done. This is history, man. So, hey, you can take it how you want it, man. I just wanted to give it to y'all raw, man, like I do, I mean, I actually wasn't even going to stream tonight till I posted something on TikTok and people were asking me to break it down a little bit more and give more details. Also on Facebook, I had some family members saying, oh, I don't really understand what was going on. I didn't get it. And I just kind of politely explained to them, hey, man, if you're not a fan of hip-hop and the hip-hop culture and what's going on right now in hip-hop, then you just might not get it, and that's okay. It's not meant for everybody. But I can give you a short, detailed explanation on what's going on to fill you in so you have a better understanding so you're not out here looking like a goof. I'm like, oh, that was garbage. That was whack. I didn't like it. I couldn't understand the thing. Like, yeah, open up your mind a little bit, man. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm getting up out of here. I'm your humble host, Nate on the Beat. Please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a comment below and let me know how you felt about the Super Bowl. Let me know how you felt about my breakdown. I mean, we'll be back with more. We'll be back to our regular scheduled program. Well, I mean, we really are technically, because I told y'all Monday through Friday is Cop Cam, Dash Cam, Court Cam, Trending Topics. Hence today, So, yeah, man. I appreciate everybody for stopping there with me, man. Let's keep it rocking, man. Hit that like, man. Hit that share. Hit that subscribe. Hit that comment. You feel me? Hit that notification bell, shout it. And we up out of here, you heard?